Welcome to this class. Today we are going to balance this reaction. So look, this is silver nitrate, this is sodium hydroxide, this is sodium nitrate, this is silver 1 oxide, this is water, right? Okay, I will show you two methods to balance this reaction. So let me show you the first method. So look, to balance this reaction, at first we have to draw a table like this. This is reactant side and this is product side. Now we need to calculate the number of atoms from both sides. So look, here in the left hand side we have silver, right? That is 1 here. Then we have NO3. Look, in the left hand side we have NO3, in the right hand side we have NO3. So we can consider this NO3 as a whole unit. Then here we have sodium 1. Look, OH is a polyatomic ion. Now look for, there is no OH in the right hand side, so we need to write this OH as a separate atom. Oxygen 1. Then here we have hydrogen, which is also 1. Okay, in the right hand side we have sodium, so right here. Then we have NO3, so right here. Then we have silver, that is 2, right here. Then here we have oxygen, so right here. 1 oxygen here, and we have also 1 oxygen here. So basically we are getting 2 oxygen. Then we have hydrogen, which is 2, right? So look, this oxygen has come from here, and this oxygen has come from more than one compounds. This oxygen has come from here and here. So if an element comes from more than one compounds, then you need to balance that element at last. So we'll balance oxygen at last. So look, silver here is 1 but here 2. So to balance the silver, what can I do? I can multiply here by 2. That gives me 2. The rule is that if you multiply by something, that something must come before the atom. So this 2 will come here. If you place here 2, the number of silver will be 2. Already you have written. The number of nitrate will be 2. So you need to update the number of nitrate. So your silver 2 is balanced. Then look, NO3, nitrate here 2 but here 1. So balance the nitrate, what can you do? You can simply multiply here by 2, right? That gives you 2. This 2 must come before this nitrate, that is here. If you place here 2, the number of sodium will be 2. So you have to update the number of sodium. The number of nitrate is 2, already you have written. Look, now look, we need to balance the number of sodium. Here 2 but here 1. So to balance the sodium, what can I do? You can multiply here by 2, that gives you 2. This 2 must come before this sodium, that is, this sodium has come from here. So you have to place here 2. If you place here 2, the number of sodium will be 2. The number of oxygen will be 2. So you need to update the number of oxygen here, right? The number of hydrogen will be also 2. So you need to update your hydrogen, right? So balancing this equation means you have to balance the number of silver, nitrate, sodium, oxygen, and hydrogen from both sides. Look, in the left hand side we have 2 silver, in the right hand side we have 2 silver, so silver is balanced. Then we have nitrate, which is 2, in the right hand side we have 2, so nitrate is balanced. Then we have sodium. Sodium here is 2 and here also 2, so sodium is balanced. Then we have oxygen which is 2, then here oxygen which is 2, so oxygen is balanced. Then we have hydrogen which is 2, then hydrogen which is 2, so hydrogen is balanced. So you can say that this is the balanced reaction. Okay, let me show you the second method to balance this reaction. I hope this will create confidence to you. So okay, let me clear this thing. Okay, okay, so I'm going to show you the second method, right? So look, in the left hand side we have silver, right? We have silver, that is 1. Then we have nitrogen 1. Then we have here oxygen which is 3. Then here we have sodium which is 1. Then here we have oxygen, so we need to add here 1. Here we have oxygen, so we need to add here 1 more oxygen, so basically we are getting 4. Then we have hydrogen, so we need to write the number of hydrogen. Basically we are writing every element separately, right? Okay, look, silver 1, then nitrogen 1, oxygen 3 plus 1, that is 4. Then sodium we have 1, then hydrogen we have 1. In the right hand side we have sodium that is 1. Then we have nitrogen which is also 1, and then we have oxygen which is 3 here, plus look, here we have 1 more oxygen, plus here we have 1 more oxygen, so basically we are getting 5 oxygen. Okay, then here we have silver, so we need to write the number of silver here 2. Then we have a hydrogen which is 2. So look, this oxygen has come from more than one compound, so we need to balance oxygen at last. So here silver is 2 but here 1, so to balance the silver what can you do? You can simply multiply here by 2, that gives you 2. These 2 must come before this silver, that is here. So if you place here 2, the number of silver will be 2, already you have written. The number of nitrogen will be also 2. So you need to update the number of nitrogen. The number of oxygen 3 times 2, that is 6. So you need to change here 6. So 6 plus 1, that gives you 7, right? Seven. Okay, 7. Look, nitrogen here 1 but here 2, so you need to balance the number of nitrogen. So to balance the nitrogen what can you do? You can simply multiply here by 2, that gives you 2. These 2 must come before this nitrogen, that is here, so you have to place here 2. If you place here 2, the number of sodium will be 2, so you need to update the number of sodium. Then the number of nitrogen will be 2, right? So already we have written the number of oxygen here 6, So you need to change here, you need to write here 6, right? So 6 plus 7, 8, that is you need to write here 8. Okay, look, nitrogen 2 is balanced, then sodium here 1 but here 2. So to balance the sodium, I can simply multiply here by 2, that gives me 2. These 2 must come before this sodium. This sodium has come from here, so we have to place here 2. If I place here 2, the number of sodium will be 2, already we have written. The number of oxygen will be 2, that is you have to change here, right? 2 plus 6, that gives you 8, right? Okay, the number of hydrogen will be changed, so you have to write here 2. Now look, in the left hand side we have 2 silver, in the right hand side we have 2 silver. Then in the left hand side we have 2 nitrogen, and in the right hand side we have 2 nitrogen. Then we have here oxygen 8, and here we have oxygen 8. Then we have 2 sodium, then we have hydrogen 2. So everything is balanced, right? So you can say that this is the balanced reaction. I hope, believe and expect that now you are expert in case of balancing this reaction, right? So thank you for viewing this video. Be well.